Good evening once again, everyone. Welcome to today's class. So today, still working with a white background, we are going to make something really simple. And then of course, we are going to be learning how to blend an image to a background. So first thing is first, we go over here, go to our background color, and then we change it to white. Then once that is done, I'm going to click on this icon over here. Then I'm going to import an image from my gallery. So this is the image we are going to be using. I'm just going to increase the size a little bit like this. Then I'm now going to come over here, and then I'll click on this relative position, and then I'll align it to the middle like this. So I'll come over to position, and then I'll move it upwards a little in 4 places. Then immediately I am done with that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'll click over here, and then I'm going to increase the image size a little bit, and I'm going to come over here. I will lock up the image. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll go over to this icon here, draw. I'm going to click on draw. I'm going to pick my color as white. Then I'll move my pen size to the highest. Then I'm going to scroll down. Look at blur radius here. I'll move it to the highest. And then I'm going to draw on my screen manually like this. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to click here again, and I'm going to lock it up. So immediately I have locked it up like this. The next thing I'm going to do now is to input my text. So I'll click here, click on text, edit, and I'll edit the text. So I'm just going to write in God we trust. Done. Then I'll move it to uppercase, and then it's going to be here. The exact font I'll go and change the font. The exact font I'm going to be using for this is black. So this is where it's going to be looking. Then I'm now going to go over to text color. So now I will be using a gradient color for this, but the thing is that the gradient color I'll be using is not here in my color palette. So I'm going to be creating my gradient color, and I need something that will be the same color with the color of the guy's attire. So I'm going to click on this plus button over here. This is it over here. Then I'm going to click on this node here. Look at it. So still it is here. This is the lighter node, as you can see. I'm going to click on it. Then I'll click here. Then I'm going to move this one manually to the red side. Okay, so I've gotten the first red over here. Then I'm going to click here again, click on color. Now I'm looking for the darker red. I'll click on this eyedropper icon over here, click on this image here. Then I'm going to go downwards a little. This is where I'm selecting. I'll click on it. Then I'm going to click on this here. Then for this place, I'll move this to the highest. Then I'll click on this place like this. Okay, so this is the way the color is looking. Then as you can see, it is up and down. So I need something that is sideways. So I'm going to select this one over here. Can you see the way it is now looking? This first one is the one I clicked. Okay, so this is the way it's looking, but I want this darker part to be at this other end. So I'll still go over again back to the color panel here, and then I'll click on this color. I'll click on this pencil icon. Then I'll click at this middle button. Then I'll click OK. Can you see it now? So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to enlarge this guy a little bit, place him exactly over here. Then I'll use this button relative position to align it to the center. Immediately I'm done, I'll click on it. Then I'll go to stroke width. Stroke. Look at stroke here. So I'll click on the stroke, I'll enable it. As you can see, my default color is black. I want to use black, but my stroke width is in 4, so I want my stroke width to be in 2. So I'm going to reduce it, and then I move it to 2 like this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it up again. I'll lock up this text. So as it is now, it's already the way it is. Then I will go over to my gallery and import another image directly from my gallery. So now this is the first image I'll be importing. So after I've imported it like this, I'm going to crop it. I'm going to manually crop it like this. Then I'll click on here. Then as you can see, I have not wiped the background, it's blocking it, but because it's a white background, it will be easy for me to remove the background here in pixelLab. I'll click on this middle button over here. Then I'll look for erase color. This erase color, I'll click on it. Once I on it, as if you look over here, you see the default color is already red, it's already white. So I'll just increase this to 17. Then I'll click on OK. Then I'll go back again to crop, and then I'll change the place it is facing to this side. Then I'm going to reduce it a little bit like this. Reduce it. Okay, I will increase it a little. So this is the way it's looking now. So then I'm now going to come over here that you see this place, the root color filters. I'll click on color filters, this first button. I'll move it to 158. 158. Okay. It's okay. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I will immediately lock it up. Then the next thing I'm going to bring in again is from my gallery. I will now bring in another image from my gallery. So this is the image I'm bringing in this time around. I'll still repeat the same process. I'll go over to erase color, click on it, then increase it again to 18. It is okay. Then I'm going to reduce the size, turn it upwards a little like this, and then I'll place it over here. So as you can see, I think it is already okay like this. Then I'm going to lock it up. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is I'll click on shapes. This is the shape now. It is still in color white. Then I'm just going to change the color so that you'll be seeing what I'm doing clearly. Let me change the color to green. Then I'll click on gradient. Once I click on gradient, I'll click on this button. This is the way it will look. I'll hold on this node. I'll click on this color here, and then I reduce the opacity to 0. So once I've reduced the opacity, the remaining one is this one. I'll click on it, change the color directly to white. Then I'll click on OK. Then I'll bring it downwards a little like this. Then OK. So now this is the way it is looking. So this is the way it will look. So I'm just going to increase the size like this. Then I'll click on OK. Then I'll come over. You see where the root texture. I'm going to click on my texture, then click on this image icon here. Then I'm going to input another shape from my gallery through that texture now. So this is the shape I'll be using, this newspaper background. So I'm going to change the aspect ratio to 1:1, and I move it upwards a little like this. Then I click on OK. So now as you can see, this is the way it is looking. So I'm just going to leave it like this. Then I'm going to come over here that they wrote to back. I'll click on to back. It has gone to the back. Then I'll go to opacity. So I'll shift it upwards a little so it will look like this. Then I'll go to opacity, reduce the opacity to 25. So now I'm going to lock it up. Then the last but not the least thing I'm going to do is I'll still go over again to my gallery, import my last shape for this design from my gallery. So I'll click on this one. So this is the way it will look immediately you bring it in. What I'm going to do is I'll move this one over to this place, then I'll now move this one like this. So I just want to select only Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Then I'll click on OK. This is how it will look like. Then I'll go to erase color. So once I enable it, it's going to erase. I'm going to move my tolerance to the highest. Then I'll click on OK. Then I immediately go over to color, click on it, go to gradient. That first gradient we are using, the red gradient, that is what I'm picking for this. So I'm just going to leave it over at this point, and then I'm going to input another text, and then I'm going to write create digital tribe, move it to this place. Then the font I'm going to be using for this one now, so I'm going to go over to font. The exact font I'm going to be using for this is Montserrat semi-bold. Okay, so I reduce the size, go over to text color, pick the same gradient, the same red gradient we created. I'll click on it and then I'll bring it down. So the next thing for me to do now is reduce the size so it will align properly. So I'm going to be moving it manually now so that it's going to be at the center. So 1 2 3 4 5. Then I'll click on this guy. I'll go over to position, and I move it 1 2 3 4 5. So I think it is already okay like this. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lock it up. Then after I lock it up, I'm going to input one more last shape from my gallery. So this is the exact shape I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this flip paper icon. I'm going to crop it this way. Then it's okay. I'm now going to reduce the size. I'm going to reduce the size drastically, and then I'm going to use position now to align it properly the way I want it to be. So I move it a little to the right like this. As you can see, this is the way it is looking. Then I'm going to immediately save it as a project first so that I can easily edit it in, next time I want to work with this template. Okay, then I'll now click save as image, change it from JPG to PNG and change it from default to ultra, and I'll click save to gallery. So our image has been saved.